I'm excited to be here with Arthur Santos, the Fendt marketing manager for planters. What do you do for your job? Tell us what you do.
So I have a privileged job, and I was lucky to be with the birth of the Fendt planters.
Oh, wow.
We didn't have a lineup, and now we are building a complete lineup of planters. And my job is to deliver that message, showcase and portray that message that we are here to help farmers be more profitable. We're not here to sell planters. We're here to help their operations be more efficient and more profitable.
Well, that's exciting to be there, kind of to help them build something new. And Fendt's reputation for engineering, you kind of have to bring that along. So what does that mean for the planter line in particular?
It's great to help build an identity, right? Being there from the start, it really allowed us to build an identity, and having that direct influence to product management and to engineering really allows us to, when we're planning, we don't do the normal with Fendt planters. We try to be one step ahead of what everybody else has, right? And this is a key part of our identity, right? We are not going to come to you with the same planter that you have. We're going to come to you with solutions that you don't have to bring your profitability and your yield to levels that you've never been before.
What does that mean? You're giving them something that they haven't had before. What are some of the features? I would imagine this is talking to farmers, hearing what they want. But what are you giving them they haven't had before?
It's when we think about a planter, we think about solving a problem, right? And we go back from there. So for example, we have efficiency problems. Okay, let's get the biggest tanks that we have. Well, farmers don't want the biggest tanks if they are suffering yield. Okay, so let's then address compaction. How can we have the biggest tanks and still have the highest yields, right? We're driving through the fields and we see the beautiful corn, and then we have a dip. And then I have tall corn and then a dip. Why does that dip? Why don't we have the corn all with the same height? Okay, that's a compaction problem. That's a pinch row problem. And then, okay, so let's build a solution to that that nobody has. Let's eliminate pinch rows. Let's bring other features that will allow us to have a beautiful tall looking corn across the entire field.
So I imagine that this is part of what I hear when I hear you guys talking about farmer first. Interesting technology, but solving these problems like compaction, etc., you're putting them at the center of the equation.
Yes, it's when we talk about solving a farmer's problem, we need to find what they need. It's not what Fendt wants to produce, it's what a farmer wants to get. And when we're talking with farmers, we got to realize we have different farmers. When we're talking with farmers, and this is very farmer first, I remember farmers talking to me, Arthur, I don't have the acres to find a payback to buy a Momentum right now. And I want a small version of all these bells and whistles. We are not just serving the beautiful large operations in the Corn Belt. We have other farmers. So when we talk about farmer first, is solving the problems for all the farmers. And that's what was everybody going big with releasing, and we released a smaller planter that is serving those farmers, right? A farmer that sometimes struggle to break even. And for many years, those smaller planters didn't get any new features, didn't get any new models, right? So when we came with the 30-foot, that was literally a flag in the farmer first, right? Let's go and let's help and bring all these agronomy features that we talked about. No pinch rows, the low logic weight transfer. Let's bring this to a new range of smaller operations. And that's what we did with the 30-foot. You talk about Optimum, the one we just unveiled yesterday in front of media. That is also, it's not a Corn Belt planter. It's not that very large, beautiful operation in the Corn Belt. We're talking southern planters. And those planters haven't seen a technology advancement in a while. And with Optimum, again, we're bringing these agronomic features, and we're going to help those farmers, because the idea is to serve all the farmers, not just a small group.
Yeah, that was cool to see the unveil. So you guys unveiled the Optimum, and what's the reaction been?
People ask me, Arthur, why are you bringing a stack fold to Illinois? And say it's because Farm Progress is a big show, right? It has the coverage. I'm getting a lot of farmers, even from Illinois, that are stopping around Optimum and asking about it. And then, do you plan with the stack fold? No, but I want to hear about it. And we got lucky. We found farmers from Georgia, talked with farmers from Pennsylvania. I talked with a farmer from Nebraska. So even though this is not stack fold territory, the reception has been tremendous, especially after we stacked, right? Day one, so we can pull the cover. He was on the ground, much harder to pull that black cover with the arms up. But now that we stacked the planter, farmers are stopping and say, this is not the average planter that I see in Illinois. So the reception has been great. The media and the Interview coverage has been good too, so it's been a success.
You had the addition of the dry fertilizer option to the Momentum. How are you helping farmers tailor their nutrient strategies?
A lot of farmers told me, Arthur, I tried dry fertilizer maybe a decade ago. It didn't go well. I couldn't find a payback. It was not accurate. So we were thinking, why is it that in Europe, the balance between liquid and dry fertilizer is heavy on dry? Why is it that in South America, the balance between liquid and dry is more on the dry? And you go to the United States, it's 90% liquid, 10% dry. You cross the border to Canada, it's 50-50. I say, are the American farmers being pushed towards just one option, or is it their choice? So when we decided, you know what, let's bring the farmers another tool in their tool set, let's give them another option. So the dry fertilizer offering, we're not trying to convince anyone, but if you wanna go with the dry fertilizer, if that will fit your operation better, you have an option. From 30 to 40 to 60-foot models, you choose what your fertility strategy is. It's not gonna be us or the market that will dictate. So if your operation will be more balanced, if the logistics is better with dry, if the financial, because I heard this from farmers, is better with dry, here is the best of the best, top accuracy that will make your operation be more efficient.
What else are you hearing from farmers? I mean, you're talking to a lot of them. What is on their minds nowadays, and how is it being reflected in the products?
Farmers, especially when navigate a tough spot, right, with some of the inputs going high, some of the commodities going down, right, they are challenging the status quo. And this is a sentence Precision Planting uses a lot, and I'm kind of stealing here. They are trying to do things different. So I would say that it's not what farmers are wanting, right? We as industry experts, sometimes we listen to what the farmers want, but a lot of times, what can we offer to the farmers?
Yeah.
Right? And when I talk with my product manager and we're thinking about the future of our product line, yeah, sometimes farmers will come with great ideas, but a lot of times they are asking us to come up with something new, right? So farmers want us to bring them something different. And sometimes they don't know, right? They say, I want to be more efficient, Arthur. They say, well, how do we get there? I say, well, I don't know exactly. So we always have this balance of getting and listening to the farmers and just bringing to them, right? We are the industry experts. So we listen to what they want, and then we got to come with a solution. It's a balance.
You're trying to put more tools in the toolbox. You know what generally what their needs are. You know that they have lots of challenges, and you're trying to give them more tools to address those challenges.
Yes, if we can give them more options, if we can give them more flexibility, if we can give them more alternatives to navigate a tough spot, they will find the balance for that operation. And when a good wave comes, they will be more profitable. Everything that we do circles back into making farmers more profitable. This is the mantra, right? If I come to you with some nice new features that look great on a speech and on a brochure, but I don't bring the ROI, the return over investment, I will not succeed, right? So everything that we do, every feature we bring to the market, we put in a test, we put in a trial.
Okay.
One of the things that we do, university trials,
Okay.
research entity trials. So we can bring all these features and we can prove to the farmers, hey, this will make you more efficient. This will make you more profitable. Look at this research here. Look at this analysis there. Look at this corn root here. So the idea is we bring something to the farmer and then we prove and then we present.
Another mantra I think that I've heard throughout the last day or two for AGCO is farmers come first. How do you reflect that for what you do?
This is a reminder of who we serve, right? We are here because of the farmers, right? When people think about who are we serving, or serving the farmers, right? And there's a very cool thing, we're helping feed the world, but we will do nothing without the farmers, right? So this farmer first is a reminder, whether you are in marketing, whether you are in the manufacturing, whether you are in purchasing, if every part of the AGCO or the Fendt group the farmer first is a mentality that Eric and the whole corporation is trying to kind of institute is everything that you do, right? If I'm building a brochure, if a purchasing person is bringing a new vendor, if the manufacturing team is building a new product, keep in mind, we are doing this for the farmers. It's very hard to explain unless we go in all these examples, right? The farmer first mentality in the marketing is one thing, farmer first mentality in the manufacturing is another thing, but this is a very good way to remind us that we're here to serve the farmers. So every action we do in a day-to-day, it's meant to help farmers in their life.
Well, Arthur Santos, this has been great talking to you. Thank you so much for spending time with me.
Thanks for having me, and enjoy the rest of the show.